empty fan turns lazy overhead, while the jukebox hums what the singer said. Something about love in a midnight train, and a man who drinks to forget the pain. I sit where the bar light hits the glass, watching every lonely minute pass. Your name floats up in a whiskey swirl like smoke from a long lost girl. The bartender knows not to ask me why. Some wounds talk louder than a man's reply. He just pours another Tennessee burn and waits to see what the night will learn. This bottle's a preacher with a crooked grin, telling me where my heart has been. Every sip writes a line in blue about the night the world lost you. Outside the rain taps slow on the street, like a sad old drummer missing the beat. Neon bleeding on puddle ground, like the ghosts of love all hanging around. This bottle's a preacher with a crooked grin, telling me where my heart has been. Every sip writes a line in blue about the night the world lost you. Mercy to spare, maybe I'll leave this sorrow here. But till that sun climbs over the hill, I'll let this whiskey do my will. There are highways out beneath my wheel, tight road that knows how heartbreak feels. Got a bottle, riding shotgun tonight, and a dashboard glowing in pale blue light. Pulled off where the neon barely breathes, at a roadside bar with broken. The sign outside said cold beer and sin, so I figured that's where I ride, wandering. Smoke hung low like a worn out prayer, and a slow guitar filled the empty air. Every face had a story to lose, every hand wrapped tight round the blues. Yeah, this whiskey runs like rush through my veins, every drop calling out your name. I tried to outrun what we used to be, but the road keeps leading back to me. I remember dancing on a summer night, barefoot, laughing in porch light. Said forever like we believed it true. Funny what forever does to you. Now the bartender wipes the same old glass, watching broken hours slowly pass. He says, son, you look like you've been through hell. I say, yeah, but I wear it well. This whiskey runs like rush through my veins. Every drop calling out your name. I tried to outrun what we used to be, but the road keeps leading back to me. Let that guitar cry one more round. Let the last good memory burn down. 'Cause somewhere between the dark and dawn, I'll keep drinking like you ain't gone. Dusty fan turns lazy overhead, while the jukebox hums what the singer said. Something about love and a midnight train, and a man who drinks to forget the pain. I sit where the bar light hits the glass, watching every lonely minute pass. Your name floats up in a whiskey swirl, like smoke from a long lost girl. The bartender knows not to ask me why. Some wounds talk louder than a man's reply. He just pours another Tennessee burn and waits to see what the night will learn. Preacher with a crooked grin, telling me where my heart has been. Every sip writes a line in blue about the night the world lost you. Slow on the street, like a sad old drummer missing the beat. Neon bleeding on puddle ground, like the ghost of love all hanging around. This bottle's a preacher with a crooked grin, telling me where my heart has been. Every sip writes a line in blue about the night the world lost you. If morning comes with mercy to spare, maybe I'll leave this sorrow here until that sun climbs over the hill. I'll let this whiskey do my will. broken begin. Corner booth, cracked red light, another long surrender to the night. I ordered whiskey, double and neat, something to slow this restless beat. Bartender said, rough road friend. I said, yeah, and it don't end. There's a song on the jukebox, low and slow, about a man who couldn't let go. Every word feels carved in stone, like the truth I drink alone. This whiskey falls like autumn rain on a field of rust and pain. Every drop a quiet bruise, every swallow singing blues. I remember you in a summer dress, laughing wild in recklessness. Said forever like it meant the world. Now forever's just a lonely word. The neon hums like a broken prayer, casting ghosts into the air. And every shadow on this wall looks like you just down the hall. This whiskey falls like autumn rain on a field of rust and pain. Every drop a quiet bruise, every swallow singing blues. So leave the bottle where it stands, let the night slip through my hands. If love was fire we couldn't choose, then I burned alive in whiskey blue. Barlight flickers like a tired eye, watching another long goodbye. Boots drag slow on a wooden floor, like they walked their sorrow before. I take my seat at the edge of the night, where the shadows lean into yellow light. The bartender pours without a word, like silence is the only thing deserved. A steel guitar cries soft and low about a love from long ago. Every note bends like a wounded truth, like the sound of losing you. This whiskey rolls like thunder inside, through every memory I tried to hide. Every burn writes another line in the broken book of you and I. Your perfume lingers in the smoke, like a promise somebody broke. And the laugh I swear I hear again, live somewhere between now and then. Outside the wind sweeps down the street, dragging echoes at my feet. But in this bar time moves slow, where the saddest hearts still go. Oh, this whiskey rolls like thunder inside, through every memory I try to hide. Every burn writes another line in the broken book of you and I. So let the bottle empty tonight, let the neon fade from sight. 'Cause somewhere between the dark and truth, I buried my heart in whiskey blues. Crack neon buzzing over the door, like it's heard this story 1,000 times before. Boots on the floor, dust in the light, another lost man walking into the night. I found a stool by the end of the bar, where the lonely sit and stare too far. The bartender poured before I spoke, like he knew the kind of heart that broke. The jukebox groaned out a worn-out blues about a man with nothing left to lose. Every note fell slow and true, like the ghost of a life I had with you. Outside the street light flickers and sways like it's tired of watching these broken days. Rain starts whispering on the glass like the past asking me to pass. But I stay right here in the amber glow, where the sad guitars all seem to know. Some loves fade and some loves bruise, but some just turn into whiskey blues. There's a whiskey moves like a midnight tide, dragging every memory I tried to hide. Every swallow burns the same, like pouring fire on your name. So let the night keep pulling me through till the sky forgets the shade of blue. 'Cause somewhere between the hurt and truth, I'll keep drowning in these whiskey blues. The bar sign flickers like a dying star, guiding lost hearts to a rusted bar. I walked in slow with the dust of the road, and a mind full of things I never told. The stool creaked low like it knew my way, like it's held 1,000 men too late. Bartender slid that amber flame, said nothing but he knew the game. The jukebox sighed out a hollow tune about a love that ended too soon. And every note that guitar cried felt like the place where my hope had died. This whiskey drips like a slow goodbye, burning truth a man can't deny. Every glass is a mile of pain, every drop calls your name again. Smoke real soft in the yellow light, like a ghost of you in a quiet night. I swear I see your shadow move in every sad line a single proves. Outside the wind hums through the town, like the world itself is slowing down. And the clock behind the bar don't care how long a broken man sits there. This whiskey drips like a slow goodbye, burning truth a man can't deny. Every glass is a mile of pain, every drop calls your name again. jukebox runs out of its well. Somewhere between the hurt and the truth, I lost my heart to the whiskey blues. There's a cold blue glow from a broken sign, buzzing like a lie I call divine. The gravel lot is empty tonight, just my truck and a tired street light. I stepped inside where the shadows stay, where broken hearts come out to play. Bartender nodded, slid a glass my way, like he knew I had some dues to pay. That first sip burned like desert air, pulled your memory from everywhere. Your voice in the smoke, your eyes in the flame, every drop whispering your name. This whiskey walks where angels walk, down the road's redemption dawn, through the wreckage of a love gone wrong, and the echo of a midnight song. The jukebox rattled out some truth about a man and his wasted youth. I laughed too loud, then drank it down. The loneliest king in a dying town. I see you dancing in the haze, like those wild September days, barefoot spinning in porch light gold, before our story got too old. This whiskey walks where angels walk, down the road's redemption dawn, through the wreckage of a love gone wrong, and the echo of a midnight song. Let the dark swallow the light. If loving you was the price of truth, then I paid it all in whiskey blues. The door creaked open like a tidal bone. Cold wind walked in, but I came alone. Neon buzzing over cracked red seas, and a slow blues dragging through my heartbeat. I ordered a whiskey more time, something strong enough to quiet my mind. The bartender stared like he'd seen my kind, a man chasing a love he'll never find. Your name still lingers in every chord, every sad guitar that ever wrote. And the way that singer bends that line feels like he's singing his life of mine. This whiskey burns like a desert sun, but it can't undo what's been done. Love ran off like a midnight train, left me standing in the pouring rain. Oh. I try to laugh, try to play it cool, but heartbreak turns a man to a fool. Now every bar from here to Tennessee feels like it's waiting just for me. There's a crack in the glass and a crack in my soul. Some things break and never feel whole, but I keep on pouring that amber flame, trying to drink away your name. This whiskey burns like a desert sun, but it can't undo what's been done. Love ran off like a midnight train, left me standing in the pouring rain. So let the night go slow and deep, let the tide hold you by sweet, 'cause somewhere between the dark and dawn, I'll keep pretending you ain't gone. I got a bottle on the table and a shadow on the wall. The neon light keeps flickering like it knows I'm about to fall. The bartender don't ask questions, he just wipes another glass. He's seen 1,000 broken souls and knows this pain will pass. But tonight the whiskey's talking, and it's saying your name slow. Every drop tastes like a memory I was trying not to know. I hear your laughter in the jukebox every time the needle cries. This old bar smells like regret, cheap bourbon and goodbye. I tried drowning out the silence with another round of smoke, but the truth is in this bottle, and the truth is hard to choke. So pour it heavy, brother, let the amber river flow. If love's a burning highway, getting colder, and the last call bell just rang. But your ghost is sitting next to me, like it never missed a thing. Yeah, the whiskey keeps on burning, like the love we couldn't save. And this barroom floor's the closest thing I got to a grave. Night crawler slow through a cracked bar door, dust on the floor, boots from '64. Old jukebox crying a tired refrain about a woman, a train, and a heart full of rain. I pour that whiskey like I'm pouring regret, amber confession I ain't buried yet. Smoke in the air like a ghost of her hair, and the bar light flickers like she's standing right there. Yeah, the bottle keeps preaching, but I ain't saved yet. Every swallow tastes like a promise I regret. I was a king of the highway with her by my side. Now I'm a man with a memory and nowhere to hide. The bartender nods like he knows my sin, says son loves a game nobody wins. Slides me another with a half-broken grin, like he's seen this same damn story again. Outside the rain taps slow on the street, like a lonely drummer missing the beat. Neon bleeding in the puddles below, red like the heart I let go. Yeah, the bottle keeps preaching, but I ain't saved yet. Every swallow tastes like a promise I regret. I was a king of the highway with her by my side. Now I'm a man with a memory and nowhere to hide. blinds, dust dancing slow in the whiskey shine. Got a heart that rattles like a rusty chain, and a mind still drowning in your name. I've been chasing sleep, but it won't sit down. Just walks these floors of this empty town. Every bar I find looks just the same. Different stool, same kind of pain. The bottle's half empty, or maybe half true. Depends what a broken man wants it to do. It'll warm your bones, but it chills your soul. Leaves a bigger hole in a heart with a hole. Your picture lives in a matchbook crease, next to a prayer I forgot to release. And every sip pulls the past back near, like your whisper floating in my ear. Oh, this whiskey ain't forgiveness, but it dulls the edge tonight. It wraps its arms around the dark and tells me I'll survive. The bartender sighs as he dims the light, says, son, you've been here most of the night. I nod like a man who understands, but the truth slips out of shaking hand. A river, I swam too deep. Now the current drags what I couldn't keep, and the only thing still holding me is a glass of Tennessee. So let the night grow old and thin, let tomorrow do what it's gonna do. 'Cause every lonely song in this place tonight still sounds a little bit like you. There's a crooked little bar on the edge of town, where the lights stay low and the blinds stay down, where the jukebox bleeds every sad old tune, under bourbon skies and a tired moon. I walked in slow with a storm in my chest, ordered their whiskey like all the rest. Bartender said, rough night again. I just laughed and said, depends. Depends if the past lets a man breathe free, or keeps hanging around like a ghost with me. Depends if the bottle can't drown your name, or just sets the whole damn heart aflame. This whiskey rolls like a river of fire, through every regret and every desire. And every sip pulls you back to life, your dancing eyes and your reckless smile. I swear I see you in the neon haze, in the smoke that curls through the dim lit place, like a memory too stubborn to die, just sitting there with your arms crossed high. This whiskey rolls like a river of fire, through every regret and every desire. And every sip pulls you back to life, your dancing eyes and your reckless smile. The night keeps dragging its boots through time, and the last call bell begins to chime. But I'll sit right here with this burning glass, trying to drink my way out of the past. This whiskey rolls like a river of fire, through every regret and every desire. And every sip pulls you back to life, your dancing eyes and your reckless smile. The wind was howling down Highway 9. I had a half-empty bottle and a restless mind. Radio whispered an old blues tune, and a tired old heart under a crooked moon. Pulled into a bar with a flickering sign, where the clock stopped caring about time. Bartender nodded like he knew my face, like broken men always find this place. I said, pour it strong, don't water it down. Tonight I'm just another ghost in this town. He slid that glass across a scarred wood grain, like a small brown cure for a world of pain. This whiskey talks in a gravel tone, says love's a road you walk alone. Every mile that memory grows, like weeds where a wild heart goes. I see your shadow in the neon glow, dancing where the sad songs flow. Your laughter echoing through the smoke, like a promise the night already broke. Outside the rain starts tapping slow, like a drummer in a funeral show. And every drop on that dusty street sounds like your boots walking away from me. This whiskey talks in a gravel tone, says love's a road you walk alone. Every mile that memory grows, like weeds where a wild heart goes. I'll sit right here till the dawn comes pale, till the last sad note leaves this rail. 'Cause somewhere between the hurt and the truth, I'm still drinking to the ghost of you. Midnight breathing through a broken fan, dust in a corner in a one-man band, just a jukebox humming low and slow, like it knows where lonely people go. I've been sitting on this bar stool throne, talking to a bottle like it's my phone, trying to dial a past long gone, but every number just plays your song. This whiskey's got your fingerprints, every bird feels like it did back then, when you kissed me in that parking lot, under neon lights and a sky half shot. Now the ice melts faster than my pride, and the truth is something I can't hide. I didn't lose you in some grand goodbye, I lost you in 1,000 little lies. The bartender laughs like he's heard it before, says hearts like mine end up on this floor, spill like bourbon under barroom light, another casualty of Saturday night. But I keep drinking like the past might bend, like the door might open and you walk in with that crooked smile and tight blue eye, and a mercy I don't deserve tonight. So let the bottle preach his bitter hymn, let the smoke grow thick and the lights grow dim. If love was heaven and I got banned, at least I burn with you while I still could stand. On a tin roof, 2:15, bar stool crooked like the things I do, whiskey in a glass that's chipped like my pride, and a memory of you I can't drink aside. The jukebox hums low like a tired old train, dragging my heart through miles of pain. Your name in the smoke of a cigarette line, every damn night since you stopped being mine. This bourbon burns, but it tells the truth. Love ain't gentle, love ain't smooth. It'll take a good man commander says, son, you need to go home. But he knows damn well I got none of my own. Just as bottle this stool in a worn out tune, in the slow sad stare of a dying moon. Your laughter still hangs in the back of this room, like cheap perfume in a coming doom. And I swear I hear you in every glass, every time that amber river pass. This bourbon burns, but it tells the truth. Love ain't gentle, love ain't smooth. It'll take a good man, break him in two, leave him talking to shadows. If loving you was my only crime, I'd do that sentence 1,000 times. That look like you. The gravel lot was quiet as a grave, just a buzzing sign in the night, behaving strange. I pushed through a door that sighed like a sin, where the broken and the bourbon always let you in. There's a stool by the corner I always claim, like a man returning to a losing game. Bartender slides that amber cure, like he knows what a heart can endure. A slow guitar drips through the air like someone crying who ain't there. Every string bends low and true, like it learned its sorrow loving you. This whiskey rolls like a midnight storm through every place your hands kept warm. Every sip pulls back the years till the glass tastes just like tears. In a July haze, your wild smile and your reckless ways said love like ours would never bruise. Now it's just another set of blues. The clock behind the bar don't move. Time gets lost in whiskey grooves, and every lonely soul in here is drinking something they still hear. This whiskey rolls like a midnight storm through every place your hands kept warm. Every sip pulls back the years till the glass tastes just like tears. it slow and long. Let the jukebox drag another song, 'cause somewhere between the truth and you, I traded my heart for whiskey blues. Slammed in the midnight air, dust and silence everywhere. I walked into that dim-lit bar with a broken heart and a borrowed scar. The neon buzzed like a dying fly, casting shadows that wouldn't lie. Every face had a story to hide, every glass had a tear inside. I told a man, pour it strong and deep, something darker than sleep. He filled that glass with liquid fire, like gasoline for a lost desire. This whiskey crawls through the bones of night, through every wrong and every right. Every burn pulls the past back near, every sip says you were here. Jukebox cracked with a rusty song about holding on too long. Steel guitar crying in the back, like a heart that finally cracked. I remember you in a summer rain, laughing wild on a country lane. Said love like ours would never fade. Funny how fast forever decay. This whiskey crawls through the bones of night, through every wrong and every right. Every burn pulls the past back near, every sip says you were here. Dawn steal the last of the light, 'cause somewhere between the truth and the bruise, I lost it all, the whiskey blues. The rain was tapping on the window pane, like a slow old song about heartache and pain. I pushed that barroom door inside, with a storm in my chest I couldn't hide. A dusty lamp threw a tired glow on faces that had nowhere to go. Every man that wore the same disguise, a quiet war behind his eyes. I asked for whiskey, nothing sweet, just something strong and burning neat. The bartender poured without a sound, like he knew I came around. This whiskey falls like broken glass, cutting through the very past. Every swallow pulls you near, like your voice still ringing in my ear. A blues man played in a corner chair, dragging sorrow through the air. Every string bent slow and true, like it learned its pain from you. Outside the night kept rolling by, trains and thunder in the sky. But in this bar the world stood still, for a heart that never will. This whiskey falls like broken glass, cutting through the very past. Every swallow pulls you near, like your voice still ringing in my ear. So let the bottle empty slow, let the last sad trumpet blow. 'Cause somewhere deep in these smoky hills, I buried love and whiskey blues. Low moon hanging over rusted rails, wind telling no forgotten tales. I pushed through a door with a crooked hinge, where lonely hearts sit on the fringe. Bar light soft on a scarred oak line, like it's watched too many drown in time. I took my seat where the shadows bend, ordered a whiskey and a long pretend. The bartender poured that amber flame, like medicine for a nameless pain. Didn't ask what brought me through, but every man there somehow knew this whiskey drifts like a midnight train through fields of loss and silent pain. Every mile another truth, I lost the road the night I lost you. A slow guitar in the corner cried, like a wounded thing that never died. Every note like the echo of loving you. Your memory walks a smoky room, like a ghost wrapped in perfume. And every time I raise this glass, I swear I see a shadow pass. This whiskey drafts like a midnight train through fields of loss and silent pain. Every mile another truth. I lost the road the night I lost you. So let the night stretch thin and wide, let the bottle stay by my side, 'cause somewhere between the lies and truth, I